Hi everyone, so I want to quickly show you some dies that have just arrived from Kokorosa Studio. So if you go over there and use my code ICED20, you'll get 20% off your order. But I just want to show you these. I shall show you the cards as I go through from what I've done with them. So first up we have this one, which is actually a Dragonfly die. But I like the size of it. So the body is 2 7/8 of an inch, and then the wingspan is almost 4 inches. This one here is about 3 3/4 inches. So you're going to have a pretty good, decent dragonfly for that. So yeah, so I like that. I like the fact that it looks like it's going to emboss and cut certain bits out of the wings as well. So it might be quite nice to use on a mirrored card or metallic card. But yeah, so I'll show you now the card I made using this die. So this is what I've done with the dragonfly die. You guys probably have seen this card. So, but look how lovely it cuts out. Look how lovely those wings are. They're so nice. So I've cut the body out of like a foiled black marble paper, and then these wings are just gold mirrory, so you can see all the detail on them. I've done the same with this one. So that's what I've done with the butterfly ones, and as you can see, they're a decent size. They're a nice size. So if you wanted to, you can make that dragonfly the feature of your card. But I quite like just, I don't need to decorate this very much. So yes, that's what I did with that die. Next up we've got this one, which is a nice cute little die. So you've got this little ice cream, and the ice cream measures just 1 inch tall by about 1/2 inch wide, and then you've got the little ice cream bit to go on the top. And then this is Hello Summer. So Hello measures about 2.5 inches by about 1 inch, and Summer is about 1/2 inch tall by 2.25 inches roughly. But I just thought it's quite cute. I know it's almost over summer. Summer's almost over in the UK, but there's always next summer, and ice cream is always helpful. Hello on its own is always helpful. So yeah, but I just thought it's quite a cute little die. So I'll show you the. I haven't had time also to make a card using the Hello Summer, but again I wanted to cut it out, so I've cut the Hello out of silver, and then used the Summer die, which is actually all in one. They're not separate letters, which is good because you don't end up losing, because they're so tiny. You're not going to lose all those letters. So I've just cut it out of a pink piece of card. And so I actually have those the summer letters ready, so you could use them on another card. And then the little ice creams are so gorgeous, and I really want to use these, and I will do at some point. So I've just cut them out of a piece of like beige kind of card. Look at the detailing on the waffle cone, really cute. And then I've just used some glitter card and cut the ice cream tops out of. But they're really sweet, really nice, really like these. So I will be using them on a card at some point, but as I said, it's school holidays at the moment, so everything's a bit mad. So yeah, so that's how they cut out. But at least you get to see how they cut out. I was thinking it might be quite nice having them like this or something around on the front of a card. Might be quite cool. But yeah, so that's how they cut out. Next up we've got this one, which is a bit kind of like a sun ray, and I just quite liked the look of it because I like the fact you've got this bit cut out here. It measures, the width is about 4.25 by about 5.5, so it'd be quite good on a 5x7 card. And it's also obviously good for those of you who are not in the UK and you use different card sizes, because it probably works out about right for you. Next up we've got this one here, which is like a palm tree. So there's a set of two, so you've got this palm tree and also this one. The smaller one is about, let's go to the widest part, 2.25 by about 3.5 inches, and then this one here is about 2 and let's go to the widest part again, maybe just over about 3.25 inches by 3.5 roughly. But yeah, so I quite like those, and I also found this die as well, so I thought the two could go well together. So this is more of a background die. This one measures almost 4, about 3 7/8 by about 5.5. But I thought these two would be really cool to use together, so I'll show you the cards that I made using these. Okay, so I decided to team up the palm trees die, which is this one and this one, and I decided to team it up with that background palm trees die, and then also with the rising sun die, because I just felt the three went together really well. So I just created this little box scene die, and it folds flat for posting. But yeah, so that's what they all look like. So this one, and I've actually just double layered these. I've cut them out once and then cut them out a second time and just laid them on top of each other. This card is actually about a it's about a 300, maybe a 350 GSM. So I've layered them up, but I just wanted them to be able to stand because they're quite, in places they're quite thin. So I wanted to have that depth, that they're strong enough to stand up. And then this one here I've cut out of a piece of patterned paper, and then I've just matted it onto a bit of gold mirror just to give it a bit of, bit of weight to it. And obviously you've got space on the back to write. So that's what I've done with those 3 dies. Next up we've got this one, which I thought was quite a good little background die, nice square die. You've got those flowers, and it's almost a bit patchworky, so you could really have fun with this one if you wanted to, especially using up, strips of pattern paper that you don't necessarily want anymore. So it's quite useful for that. This measures 3 7/8 by 3 7/8, so it is actually a square, so that's good. But yeah, just really liked it. I thought it was quite a cool die. You can do inlaid effect on this, you can do all sorts of different things. So I'll show you the card now that I made using this die. And for this one I went a bit 70s. So I've used the flower die, and I've used it on my digital papers and just cut it out. And I used it on this card, which there is a tutorial for this card out already. So this is the card I've used. But you could do all sorts. And if you wanted to, if you had some, you do distress inking and you end up with bits of like background paper that you just, you've made up but you don't know what to do with, this would be perfect to cut out of and then just inlay them. So I just laid those in. So I've cut it out of the blue glitter, and then I've used the same die again and just cut it all out again using 3 different types of colour of paper. So as I said, it's a bit 70s, that one, but yeah, just gives you an idea of what you can do with it. Next up we've got this one, which is You Are Loved, and you've got the out bit of the die, the outside bit of the die, and then you've also got the words themselves. The whole thing, well, the shadow is it's about 2 7/8 by about 2 3/4 roughly. And then obviously you've got the You Are Loved, which is separate, so if you can see, so these two detached. So you've got You Are Loved together as one die, and then you've got this outer shadow as the other die. So you can use, just the words on their own if you want to, or you can double them up and use them together. So I'll show you the card now that I made using this. So then with this die I've done a couple of things. I've done this, which is like a chocolate bar wrapper. So you've got like a chocolate bar inside, and then I've used the You Are Loved die, which I really like. I think it's really cool. So I've just cut the shadow bit out of the navy card and then the actual letters out of gold, and I've also used it on this card as well. So I've cut it out of the pale blue for the background and then the glitter for the letters. There are tutorials coming for this card, not so much for the wrapper because it's just a bit of card, it's not that deep. But yeah, so that's what I've done with that die. And last but not least, we've got these, which are like trouser dies. I just thought a bit of fun. You could have them on a washing line, you could have them, I don't know, I just thought as well for mail cards they might be quite useful. So these measure approximately about 1 inch wide, and they're about 1 3/4 tall, but I just thought they're quite cool. So you get 5 pairs of trousers, all different ones. Some are skinny, some are wide, bell bottoms with rips in. I just thought they're quite interesting. Could do sort of different things with that. So yeah, so I'll show you the card that I made using these. So I haven't managed to make a card yet with these trousers. I'm planning to. I know what I want to do with them, but it's just that with it being the school holidays, I haven't had time yet to do it. So I just wanted to show you what they look like. So they're all different, and they cut out so nicely, and you've got different stuff, and I love all the detailing around the pockets. You get all that detail. And then we've got this pair here, which you've got like a ripped trout, like not ripped knee, rips in them. And then you've got these two, and again a bit more sort of similar, but you know, still a bit different. But they're very nice pair of trousers. So I am going to use them, but I just haven't got round yet to making a video with a card with them. But I just wanted to cut them out so you could see what they look like. Okay, so there you go, that's what I made with them. So I hope you liked it. Please don't forget to check out kokorosastudio.com and use my code ICE20 to get yourself 20% off your order. And also yeah, I hope you hope you liked the video. Please like, subscribe, hit the notification bell so you never miss a video, and I will see you next time. Bye.